What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So we need to talk to you guys about exactly what happened with AMC today because it was pretty great, right? Seeing exactly what did happen, up about 7% was good to see. I had a lot of people ask me in the pre-market if I was going to see a test of 40 this week, if we have the full chance of getting to that point, or if we're going to see a negative week. And I said that I believed it was going to be positive, that we were going to see a retest of 40 and probably breaking 40. So let's see how that does play out the rest of the week, right? We did see a high today of about 38. It retested 38 and then, fell quite a bit. It tested it about twice and then fell. So before we even get into you guys hitting the like button, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm not going to be live tomorrow. I have a bunch of month-end close stuff to do, and I have a meeting to get prepared for that's at 10 o'clock, and 1 hour is just not enough time for to fully prepare for that meeting. So I have to take the whole morning from 4 o'clock in the morning all the way until the meeting actually happens to get everything situated, because this whole thing is a mess. But that's what happens when you do a bunch, or you have a bunch of changes. But not really going to get into detail there. Just wanted to let you guys know that I'm not going to be live tomorrow, so don't expect me to be live at any point. Hopefully you don't see any surprises from me, because sometimes I just, if I finish early, then maybe it'll happen, but I don't think it will. So anyways, before we get started, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. I noticed there's a bunch of people that haven't hit the notification button, or that has subscribed. So if you guys subscribe and hit the notification bell, that'll help you get notified whenever I post a video. So AMC today up 7%. After all of that, that's 2 minutes kind of wasted. AMC is up 7% today, and it's actually up in the after hours market as of right now. We didn't see a crazy amount of volume. The volume was around 74 million shares. So it's not like we just seen an influx of volume or FOMO buying that was going on. I would imagine we just saw a lack of shorting that was happening, and not saying that it was completely gone. I just think maybe they're not as aggressive as they were previously. They're starting to dial it back a little bit, understanding that we still have the same amount of buying power. Maybe they're covering a little bit, but as we look into the Ortex data, it's not really showing that they're covering. It's something that we have seen on down days. So I can't really say that, but the overall movement was not that bad. You could see that in the beginning of the day, we did decrease just a little bit, having a little bit of a V-shaped recovery from that low of 34 all the way up to a high, creating that little stair step, that little push up to 37.13. Did start to fall back from there, got closer to 200 EMA. But the good thing is it did have that firm bounce off of the ascending to 200 EMA, sending levels of support there, increasing it all the way up to about 37.90. Now, 37.90 was pretty big, because obviously that's getting close to that $38 number to where it's resisting from, and that just confirmed it with a second resistance at 37.93, surpassing this point but also resisting 38. Now at the end of the day, we did see it decrease just a little bit, from about 37.93 to a close of 36.78. We understand that there may have been a bunch of shorting pressure that has gone through at the end of the day. You never want a position like this that is heavily shorted, heavily attacked, to finish. I believe it was like 10% or something like that. It was actually 10% up. But either way, we're still finishing on a positive note. Mondays look really good. Fridays actually looked pretty good, because we've had 2 positive Fridays, I believe, in the last couple of weeks, which is insane. And Mondays have been the same way, but the middle of the week has been something that has started to push or pull back down. So definitely look forward to that, or don't look forward to it, but know that it may come. It's highly likely that we will see it. But either way, if we can see nothing but a positive week, I will be, ecstatic. The only thing is that it's not really moving as much as we've seen in the past, to where we saw it jump 50%, 100%, things like that. And that definitely may happen. You never really know. With this low volume that we have seen, lowish volume that we have seen, we don't expect a growth of 7%. A lot of times you'll expect maybe a growth of 2%. We've seen 70 million shares. We've seen 80 million shares. We've seen 100 million shares, and we haven't really seen this much growth after seeing that much. We've actually seen negative movement. So it just goes to show that just because you see volume or you don't see volume, it doesn't mean that it's going to affect the price in a certain way. So anyways, that's what we looked at there. It's definitely a good day right now. We're still positive in the after hours market. We had an open of 35, a high of 37.93, and a low of 34.40. So definitely great movement. And I don't want to say this to, get people upset with me, but it was definitely, if I seen this in a regular position, this would be definitely a great day trading position. However, with the amount of people that are holding, we understand what this position actually is. So ultimately, in the end, when this does get to a point to where it hits its peak and comes back down, I'm looking at this for a day trading option. So I think that you should probably do this as well after the squeeze ends up happening, but that's after the squeeze. Let's also take some time to look at the Ortex data. So this is another thing that we wanted to understand is exactly what's going on. Are they returning a bunch of shares? Are we seeing some positive news only because they're returning those shares? Well, we had 3.39 million shares that were returned, 2.39 million shares that were borrowed. So we had about a 1 million, share change, a negative 1 million share change. So yes, it looks like they are returning about 1 million shares over there, but we're looking at about 92 million, shares of short interest. So when we look at that, 92 million is still high. We're still sitting about 18%, still sitting on shares on loan of 106 million, and the utilization still above 90. So we haven't really seen much change, but we have seen the increase in the price by 7%. So this goes to show that it's not them just covering shares. That's the reason why we are seeing this. The only thing we haven't really checked out is the Fintel data, the actual shorts that have gone through. We will check that tomorrow, but I won't be able to check that today. I won't know the accurate count. And I believe that that's not as accurate as well. That's also an estimated, figure. But it's also only giving you the FINRA shorted volume, not the total shorted volume. So that's something you have to look into as well. But all in all, great day, right? 7% Monday, I'll take it. Let's look for a positive Tuesday, a positive Wednesday. If we could see those, then it's possible that we'll end up seeing a negative end to the week rather than the positive end to the week that we have seen in the past couple of weeks. So let me know your opinion on what's actually going on. AMC obviously to the moon. I'm still standing on my 900 shares. A lot of people were just telling me, hey, you know what, you might as well up it to 1,000 shares. I mean, if I do that now, that would be adding another $3,000 to it. I've been putting a lot of money into crypto and I do believe in the position, but right now I'm comfortable. The reason why I'm so comfortable is because I have my initial investment and everything else on top of it is gravy. So I'm so comfortable with what I hold in AMC because I don't care if it goes to zero or if it goes to $17 million, which obviously know that I'm throwing out a ridiculous number. It's not going to go to $17 million. Don't go on Twitter and say, Matt said it first, $17 million per share. Don't say that. But yeah, whether it goes to zero or it goes to 10K or 100K, I'm sitting on it and I'm happy with where it is, or happy with what will happen because no matter what, it's gravy on top. So anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you get your free stocks with Webull down below. Don't forget to check out some of the links in the description, as well as checking out some of my other accounts. I have a bunch of other accounts that you guys can subscribe to and do what you do. But I'm going to get out of here and I will catch you guys in the next video.